Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming on tonight. My name is Stacey Booth, and this is our Healthy Habits Inside and Out event. I do have notes here because I forget things, and anyone can do this business. So, if you see me looking down, that's why. So, like I said, my name is Stacey. I'm here with my friend Christina Vieira. Say hi, Christina.
Hi guys.
We're so excited to be with all of you and want to thank you for taking the time out to be here with us tonight with your busy schedules. Over the next 20 minutes, we're going to share a little bit about ourselves, a snapshot of our community, and in ways you can create and incorporate healthy habits into your lives to become a healthier, happier version of you. We feel you're going to find value in the short and sweet presentation. However, there's no way we can cover everything you might be interested in tonight. So we will be connecting with each of you individually to answer any questions and find out how we might best serve you. If you would like to be contacted afterwards, please put your first and last name in the chat. Let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to share a little about who we are, and I'm going to pass it over to Christina.
Oh, thanks, Stacey. My name is Christina Vieira. I live here in Titusville, Florida. I was basically raised here. I have a 20-year-old, well, he'll be 20 at the end of this year. I have, I should say I have a junior in college that I raised alone because I had him when I was, anyways, long story short, I raised him alone. And that's kind of our story, was just we were like from Titusville and he went to the same high school as I did. But the reason why I share that with you is because when Arbonne was introduced into my life, this brand that we're going to share a little bit about with you, I was not looking for anything like this. I am a regional vice president with Arbonne. We'll get into that later. You can go to earnings.arbonne.com. But I'm so grateful for what Stacey's going to share with you and just a little bit about our testimonies, what this brand has done to and for our skin and for our health, but also just for our well-being. It's been such a great sense of community for me. I was able to work this alongside my crazy busy life as a single mother on a single income, and replace my corporate income. And again, you want to visit earnings.arbonne.com. And it's been the biggest blessing of my life, if I'm being completely honest. When I was introduced to Arbonne, I was in corporate America, working very hard and bringing home the bacon. And I was a really good provider, but I was not a very present mom for my son when he was younger because I was the mom that could not take him to school. I really very rarely picked him up. I wasn't on the field trips, and I was really conflicted in that, having to be a role of provider and nurturer. What my nature was I love to work. I do. I like to be productive. So being like a stay-at-home mom wasn't something that I could relate to, nor was it something that I really desired to be. I wanted to be really productive. Not that stay-at-home moms are not, but I think staying at home for me would have made me go a little crazy. But I thought that this company and this business was one of those kinds of things for, and please forgive me, I don't mean any offense to this, for privileged stay-at-home moms, because I thought that this was like just one of those things, and it wasn't my personality. I'm very introverted in nature. I didn't want to ever have to do anything in sales, but I am really passionate about just making a small impact in people's lives. And I am obsessed, I guess you could say, with being around people who want to actually elevate their future and elevate their mindset and elevate their lifestyle. And so I was introduced to Arbonne through product. A friend of mine, childhood friend, older sister, had introduced me to the skincare she had been using and asked me to try it. And I had some pretty severe skin issues at the time that I had tried everything under the sun that did not help or assist with. I had tried everything from the top shelf of Nordstrom, oh my gosh, like down to the bottom shelf of CVS. And nothing really seemed to make a difference. I would use it for a little bit and then it would stop working. And I started using Arbonne skincare first. And I was like, I don't know, I was like, whatever this stuff is, I am so all about it. And she started to educate me a little bit about what I put on my skin actually affected my body as well. So the first thing I noticed was the results from my skin. The second thing I loved and respected and was really attracted to was the ingredient policy and our philosophies. So Stacey's going to go more into that about our nutrition and our wellness programs. But if you have any questions about the skincare whatsoever, I mean, like I said, I'm 42 years old. I feel like my skin in many ways looks better than it did when it was in its 20s. And I certainly feel that way. So Stacey, I'll just hand it over to you.
Thanks, Christina. Like I said, my name is Stacey. I am also from Titusville. I moved around a lot for a lot of years, lived a lot of different places, and settled back in Titusville about 5 years ago. I now have a 3-year-old son who is over there on the couch. I was introduced to Arbonne. Let me rewind. I do come from a corporate background. I originated in advertising, and I worked on Madison Avenue. And I remember like sitting up there on like the bajillionth floor of like the high rise, thinking like, oh my gosh, like I had just finished school, I'd finally made it, like I've arrived, and I had this small thought in the back of my head because I worked like it was a 9 to 5, but we did a lot of all-nighters. We did a lot of it was creative, so like we would come up with ideas, and we went into like to the creative director and would go into something called the war room, and like basically have the man tear our ideas apart, ripping my little soul into shreds too, because I was like, oh, like you work so hard, that's your baby. And I remember thinking like, how in the world, I was 29 at the time, 30. I remember thinking like, how in the world I'm going to have a family, a social life, like anything, because like we worked all the time. Fast forward to now, I've worked a lot of corporate jobs in between. I now that I have my son, get to work at his school, and it's such a huge blessing. Like I get to be present with him, and I flash back to that. I'm like, if I still lived that life, I would never ever see him. But with that is a salary difference. So I'm also a single mom, and I am on a single income, and I'm looking to create a life to where I'm able to be present with him. Like right now I work at a school, he's 3. I don't know what it's going to look like in 5-10 years. So I want to have more options. When I was introduced to Arbonne through Christina 5 years ago, I loved the skincare. I cared a lot about ingredients. I'd also tried a lot of different skincares. I wanted like skincare lines. I wanted something with clean ingredients and something that actually worked. A lot of the products were either really expensive, or you had to keep them in the fridge, or they didn't work, and I found a lot of companies were not very transparent about their ingredient policy, and that was a big problem for me too. So when I found Arbonne, I've been using the skincare line for 5 years, and I have not switched. I love it so much. I also have a testimony about the healthy living program, but I'll get into that later. So I think that's pretty much it. I could talk all day, but I'm not going to. Okay, so I guess that's me. The next, we want to share with you a little bit about Arbonne's philosophy and why being healthy from the inside out does matter. So a little bit of like background on Arbonne. Arbonne is a 42-year-old health and wellness company ranked in the top 30% of network marketing companies globally. This is important because we are not going to be gone here today and gone tomorrow. We've been around since 1980. We are also a B corporation, which means we value people and the planet, not just profit. In fact, we have a goal to be a zero waste company at all global locations by 2025. It is a strenuous certification process to become a B corporation. I am so proud to represent a company that is socially responsible. We not only want to be the best company in the world, but the best company for the world. Our ingredient policy has the highest standards. And to give you an idea, the European Union bans about 1,100 toxins from entering its beauty products. The United States only bans about 11 ingredients, 11 toxins. So Arbonne actually takes it to the next level, and we ban over 2,000 ingredients in all of our products. So you can rest assured that every product Arbonne creates is pure, safe, and beneficial. I like asking people how important their health is to them. Most people say it's right up there with oxygen and money. Then if I ask them, would they be willing to dedicate 5% of their time each day devoted to their health, most would say yes. Well, 5% of 24 comes out to roughly 1 hour each day. So I am challenging myself as well as you, the same question. Would I commit to working out an hour each day, or prepping a healthy meal, or making some kind of change in our lives to invest in our health? One way that can be done is setting up time blocks on your calendar. I'm learning to time block now with everything in my life, because let's be serious, like there's lots going on. I do like to wake up in the mornings. a little bit before my son so that I have a moment to breathe and think without like 1,000 questions coming from my toddler. And also too, I just recently started doing like 20, 30 minutes of some kind of movement, and I find videos on YouTube. So whether it's like, I like Pilates, I'm doing like light strength training. Um, I'm going to start doing some cardio, but I haven't implemented that yet. So there are ways to do that, and it's not super hard. And after I do it, like I actually have energy, whereas when I don't do it, I'm tired. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up, you know? And then I'll have my green shot, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But anyway, so we can all block out time. We make time for things that are important. So did you know that 2/3 of all Americans are actually obese? A recent study found that there are 4 markers that define a healthy person: nutrition, exercise, body fat percentage, and smoking. The result of the study showed 38% passed with nutrition, 52% with exercise, and 10% passed with body fat, and 71% did not smoke, which is good news. And also, many people, wait, no, sorry, I can't read. Do you know how many people pass with all 4 markers? Only 3%. So for a nation, that's one of the costliest things, but it's also very preventable. Our nation is overfed and undernourished, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit too. Um, the quality of our food, what's in it, the ingredients and the nutrients that are in it are really important regarding like how our bodies function. One of my favorite quotes is, health is not valued until sickness comes. And I'm going to say it again. Health is not valued until sickness comes. When it comes to health and overall well-being, we take a comprehensive approach that addresses your mind, body, and skin. Science has proven the correlation between mind, body, skin, and that a high percentage of our immunity and serotonin is created in our gut. Serotonin helps with mood, appetite, sleep, memory, and learning. Our digestive system is also a reflection of our skin, which we will talk about later. It is important that we realize that all of these components work together, which is why Arbonne created all of our product lines to work together so you can feel and look your best. I do want to speak briefly about our 30 Days to Healthy Living program and what it can do for you. This program will act as a reset for your body. Your body may be sluggish, not working right, so it may need a tune-up. For me, that was definitely me. I was a year after having my son, I was tired all the time. I had no energy. I didn't want to play with him. I wanted to play with him. I just didn't feel like it. And I felt like a horrible mom, like honestly. And after I did the program, within not even after, during the first 3 to 5 days, I noticed a huge improvement in the way my mind was waking up. I always was in this brain fog. I didn't even realize. And my energy improved a ton. And there were a lot of other things that happened that were a benefit to me, but those were the biggest ones that pop into my mind. And a lot of people have similar symptoms. So we need to go in and do a little fine tuning so you can function at your best, and it will help you establish healthy habits. It may help you improve your sleep, energy levels, digestive issues, skin issues, and weight management. The focus on this program is to decrease the toxic overload happening in your body while building and supporting a healthy gut. During the 30 days, you will be eliminating certain foods and drinks that cause inflammation. But don't worry, Arbonne gives you replacement products for everything but alcohol. We can do anything for 30 days, and we actually have some great mocktail recipes as well. It's not a deprivation diet, but does teach you how to create healthy habits by eating whole foods while supplementing. And that's something that you can carry out long term. It's not some short term fad thing that you're going to yo-yo off. I can't even speak. Yo-yo off of. And you're going to feel amazing. I would say, everyone's different, but within the first week, you're definitely going to notice some changes and improvements to how you're feeling. So I did talk a little bit about how I felt doing the program, and my typical day on the program and what most people's typical day is. We start with what we call a green gut glow shot. So that it consists of our prebiotic, probiotic digestive enzyme called our gut health, our greens balance, which has 37 fruits and vegetables, and our skin elixir, which is a vegan collagen building yumminess. It's Aussie flavored. And what's fun is we talked about how Arbonne develops their products to where you can mix and match. So you can play with the flavors to see like what you like best. Sometimes I'll throw in a fizz too, which I'll talk about a fizz in a minute. It's super yummy. I start my day like that. Um, After that, some people will do a tizzy, which is a detox tea and a fizz. Fizz is yummy. It is life. Everyone needs to know about fizz. They come in different flavors. It is a coffee energy replacement filled with vitamins and minerals, particularly B vitamins, ginseng, CoQ10. So we'll have I say one of those. I have like 3 to 4 fizz a day. And then you'll have a protein shake, which it has 20 grams of vegan protein, and it's a complete protein. You'll have 1 to 2 shakes a day, depending on what your health goals are. And those come in different flavors. My favorite flavor is coffee. It's delicious. We also provide you with recipes, grocery lists, and sample menus. So we make it super easy and doable, even for the busiest person. Regarding the price, it works out to less than $5 a meal, $10 a day, and it's offset from grocery money, so it's actually part of your budget. A lot of people find they actually are saving money on the 30 Days to Healthy Living program because they're not spending all the extra stuff. And it's just really easy to do, and it's something that you can carry out long term. We do have new groups starting soon, so we can talk more about that afterwards if you're interested. If you aren't ready to make a huge commitment, then ask about our healthy habits set that will help you get started with just a few small habits. So there's something for everyone. If you're not looking to do a huge like lifestyle change, you can just like do a few things here and there. We just need to start somewhere. And I believe you cannot be all God intended you to be if you're not feeling your absolute best. I know that firsthand. And think about all you can do if you do feel great. It's so different for me. I mean, energy is everything. That was the biggest one, and mental clarity. So anyway, that's all. I could talk forever about that too, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to pass over to Christina to talk about our wonderful skincare.
Oh, Stacey, I love you. If you guys have any questions, you can type it into the bottom or like into the little chat thing or whatever it's called. And I think I said a lot about the skincare, but what I just want to touch on is that our skincare is ultra premium. One of the things I was attracted to in Arbonne is our like where we're placed as far as like skincare quality. So this is like ultra premium, and I was used to using pretty good skincare. I would say it was pretty good, better than most. And I was really pleased at the results of this that I honestly blew away other brands, and I have not like consistently put anything else on my skin. And it'll be 14 years in October. And honestly, I can't. Like, I know too much about the industry now. And like, I've tried other products to be polite, and other products that were, I would say, about double the price of ours. And I was like, oh man, this could be good. Like, this is double Arbonne's price. And I was really disappointed that it was not at all. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so spoiled. But what I want to share with you is the reason why you'll find all of our prices and why they're so modest is because we don't have a high markup in ours. And that's why we're not found in stores. So we can actually put those pure and high performing ingredients into our products without creating such a markup. In the US, the skincare and the nutrition and the wellness space, the formulations are completely different overseas and over in Europe than what they are here. And with Arbonne, since we're Swiss formulated, we actually adhere to that formulation over in Europe. So I love our skincare. The makeup was another one that I used first. I don't wear makeup now, barely. And it's just, I think it's because our skin has this natural glow. So if you have any questions, please just type in the bottom and we will be more than happy to answer those questions and get some information to you. With that, we want to thank you for your time. Again, visit earnings.arbonne.com. We know that you could be doing anything else right now, but we appreciate you taking some time with us. And Stacey, thank you for having us. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.